So if you see in our desktop, so I think someone uninstalled or something is done. So there is no logon pad here. You see here, there is no logon pad, SAP logon pad. Let me try to search from here. So like just SAP. So yeah, SAP logon pad is there here. Maybe yeah, logon pad is there, but in the icon is missing here. So we have the logon pad is there here. So it's nothing, it's a very simple logon pad installation. So just if you go to the software SAP GUI here, so here presentation, so here GUI, you need to click the SAP GUI here. It's a Windows Win32. Here, just you need to select the setup all.exe, setup all.exe. Maybe sometimes it is open, it's not open. Maybe you can just use the run as administrator. Run as administrator here. Run as administrator here. Okay. So when you run as administrator, it will run as a administrator window here. See here, it's already installed. That's why it's showing this item is already installed. It's already installed this item. Okay. So then it's not required now again. So you have already, so I have added to the, so here, I have added to the, here it is available here. So here we have, I think you guys are installed the NWQ, you have installed, and so this is the NWQ system, right? So, and we have already two systems already there, ECD and ECP. So ECC production system and ECC development systems we have already available here. So I hope you also installed the ECQ and NED.
Ravi, sorry for the disturbance. Ravi, I tried to uninstall the NED. I installed the NED system, but when I tried to uninstall it, the database, I forgot to check the database in it. So is it possible to delete that NED database database and log?
So, and means you already uninstalled or we have to
Yes,
delete?
I installed it, but thing is that when I was doing an installation, it was asking to the thing
DB,
is that yeah,
DB related things we have to do that
yeah
work. Yeah.
from the SQL server. I tried to
Yeah.
do it, but I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. It will be, we can keep it like this only. So no problem. I
But
will,
but it was occupying around 23 GB of data.
okay, I will remove it. I will remove it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you can use this one, or you can already, I think the NWQ. So it's already there. So maybe what you can do. There is no MMC also. SAP management console. All icons are disappeared. Yes. Here we have the ECQ is there. ECQ is there. It's a port number, instance number. So which means ECQ is there here. Okay, so I think ECQ install. This is not the NWQ, it's kind of ECQ. Let me change ECQ. ECQ. Okay, so let me try to use, then what is the password? ECQ, the same. I think it's not the same
Sir,
password.
it's London 2024.
Done. Right, so you can see here. So we are able to log into the ECQ system, which is newly installed system by your team. So in our group, newly installed system is the ECQ. So we are able to log in with the ECQ here, right? ECQ system here. This is the ECQ system we logged in here. See here, if you go to the system status, you want to know what is the system is this, which product it is system. Is the CRM or ECC or NetWeaver, what is this system here? So if you want to check that version, that one, just to go to the system status. So then you see it's a SAP NetWeaver version. It's a SAP NetWeaver. So why it is taking a longer time here? Why it is taking a longer time here? As soon as installation is completed, so as part of the first installation step, so the first step we have to check the SICK or SM28 is the transaction code to check the consistency check, consistency check here, consistency checks. Consistency means are there any errors, are there not? We have to check it out here. So once this is done, then see here, this is a NetWeaver system, only SAP NetWeaver 7.5. This is the just NetWeaver 7.5. NetWeaver means we have the SAP basis, ABA, GWFND, UI, BW. So these only component, these only 6 components are there. So if you see every SAP system, any SAP system, you will see the 6 components. Means these are the NetWeaver components, the basic components here. In the ECC also, you have the similar components. So suppose if you go to the ECC, we go to the ECC also, we have the similar components in the ECC also. ECC also, we have the similar components here. But it's very fast, ECC. So why? So why it is very fast compared to the other systems? So it means newly installed system and this system. So why it is very fast here? See here. So every system we have the SAP basis, ABA, GW. So these 6 components are there. These are the NetWeaver related components. So why? Because in the NetWeaver and ECC both are combined here. Means this is the basic here. SAP NetWeaver is the basic for each and every product. It is the pre means what can I say? It's the base. It's the base for every SAP system. SAP NetWeaver components are SAP NetWeaver software components are the basic components each and every product, right? So that's why we have installed this one. That's why we have this got installed here. This is a NetWeaver product. So here it is installed here, right? On top of this one, we can install more systems also here, right? So that is the one here. In the system status information, you will see the more details here. So if I give the SICK, it give the information like no errors are reported. Means our installation is successful, right? So but it's very slow. Means during the initial time, system will compile the all the programs, stored procedures, everything it will be compiled. Compiled means it will speed up. So for that one, we need to run the Sgen means so SAP load generator. This is for compiling the programs here. So this Sgen is for the compiling the programs in the SAP system. Then it will come into the speed mode. It will come to the speed. It will be very speed here, right? So it is in the very speed here. So if we go to the Sgen is the transaction code here. See here, it is taking longer time. Each and every transaction code taking longer time to compile it here. So for newly installed systems, we need to all objects, all the components, we need to generate it. So here we need to select all the components. Then we have to generate the programs here. 8 components we have generated. So we have to execute the report, but this may take very longer time here to perform this one. This will take very longer time here. So very longer time. So in this case, just click on just click on the continue. So see here it is compiling the programs. These all are the programs here, internal programs, SAP internal programs, code. So here it is compiling. Initial time it will compile it. So to speed up the screen response and everything, what we have to do, we need to run the Sgen load generator. Sgen we have to run it here. Sgen we have to run it here. See here how many objects means how many programs are there. So 1,31,325 objects are there here to compile it here, right? So these objects are should be compiled for speed purpose. So how immediately we will get the response? So otherwise, see here I executed the one command. Now we got the response. These many objects are there here to compiling the speed. So now if I run it, it may take several hours here. So it may take several hours here. So what I will do here, I will run only one component, just one component here, right? Select the generate the all the objects. Then here I will only select the basis. Okay. So you guys can carry out you can select the other objects, right? I am selecting the only one component. So maybe first component I am selecting SAP underscore ABA, right? Above. So you guys can continue the remaining objects compilation so that you will get practice how to run the Sgen load generator after installation is completed, right? So just select the Sgen, select the checkbox, click on the continue, right? Then scroll down, you will see the continue. Okay, just continue. So one object, let's see how many programs will come here. So it's like 13,000. One component, we have the 13,000 programs are there here. So let's see. So that there is backend, these programs will be compiled so that system will be very fast, will be respond very fastly here. So suppose example in other systems, if you see here, other systems, if I run Sgen, immediately we are getting the response. See how immediately we are getting the response. So if I go to any one of the transaction code, immediately we are getting the response. So we need this much of fast. So for that one, we need to run the Sgen load generator. So select this one, select this button, checkbox. Here there is a flag symbol. Start the job directly, flag symbol. Just click on this flag job. So that it will be ready here. It is ready. It is active. It is active status. See here, it is active. So this will come. This will take some time so that it will compile it here. So see here, it is the timelines also here. It is the how much time it will take. There is a timelines also here. It will generate it here. Okay. So yeah, see here objects also decreasing. So here we have 9,000 objects here. Just if we keep on refreshing, it will come down. It will come down to the 0. When it comes to the 0, then so your activity means your Sgen is compiled here. Your Sgen is successfully completed here. Okay. So it will take some time to come down to the 0 here, right? So this way we have to run the Sgen here, load generator. This is one of the post installation activity. After installation is completed, we need to run the Sgen to speed up the programs. Means, so whatever you are executing in the SAP system commands, transaction code, each transaction code is the one program. In the back end, one program will be compiled. In the back end, one program will be compiled. So if the program is very speed, then immediately you will get the response. It's not the very speed, then it may take some time here. Right? So that is the reason we need to run the Sgen load generator. We have to run it here, right? So this is the load generator here. So then as soon as, so you know how to log into the SAP systems also, how to configure, how to log in. So here we need to just click on the add new. We have to add the systems here, right? We have to add the systems. Then if you just double click it, then you will log into the SAP screen. SAP application will be opened. SAP application will be opened from the your SAP GUI. Right. So now let's talk about the now we know there is a MMC will be created during the installation. In the MMC, there is a two instances will be created here. One is the ASCS instance where the message server MQ server is running here. The second one is the application server instance. So where we have the remaining work process are available. Remaining work process are available here. Remaining work process are available here. So these are the work process here. These are the work process are here. So here. But you see here, so these are the work process here. So dialog, DIA means dialog, update, BTC, spool, and update 2. So here more process here. So here you can see the status of the work process waiting, some other running status, some other stopping status. Here start is equal to yes, and CPU timelines and what are the programs are executing, who is the user, client. So all the information is displayed here. So all the information is now we are executing the Sgen load generator. So that's why you see many work process are so running status, running status, running status. Running means some work is running in the SAP system. What is that work? Load generator work is running. So that is the reason you see here. So all the programs, these all are the programs, everything is getting compiled. Everything is getting compiled here. Everything is getting compiled here. So normally we know, right? We have the,
Sorry to
yes.
interrupt you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is that UP2?
Update work process only. Update 1, update 2. That's it. Update 2, update 1. Why? Because it's only 3. That's why UP2 they have mentioned. So here there are the multiple. One work process means, so here in SAP we have the 7 work process in SAP. So right, 7, 5 plus 2, total 7. Right. So here we have the DVEBMGS. DVEBMGS here. So DVEBMGS, right? These are the 7. D means dialog work process, DIA, right? So dialog work process here. So let's talk about the dialog work process here. What is the responsibility of the dialog work process here? So dialog work process is responsible to take the user request, to process the user request. So that's why if one dialog work process, one user request will be taken. If you have the multiple dialog work process are there, at a time, multiple users can log into the system and they can process the system. So if you take the Amazon now, so at a time, the number of people we will log in. If you have only one work process is there, maybe maximum, so one user can log in and they can do the user. So business means not the one user, right? So it's like a n number of users will log in. So that's the reason. So for by default, we got the so multiple 10 dialog work process we got it. Means at a time, so 10 users, 10 dialog users, 10 users can log in and they can log into the SAP system. They can process their request and everything. So here the dialog work process is responsible for the responsibility of the dialog work process to take the user request and process the user request. Take the user request and process the user request here. This is the this to take the user request and process the user request. This is the responsibility of the work process dialog work. Normally in our home we have the family members, right? So father, mother, daughter, child. So like that we are the family members, right? Sons like this. So same as like SAP means one brand new house. So SAP system installation means one new house you are constructing. After constructing the house, what we will do, one family, they will stay inside of the home. Here also, once the SAP system is built, one family, this all the work process will stay inside of the home. Then someone asking you, what is the responsibility of your father and mother, something someone ask you, you will explain, right? They are the father of the house, something like that, you will explain. Same as like, so I am explaining about the inside of the SAP house, there is the family member. These are the SAP family members. In the SAP family members, so we have the dialogue work process is the one of the work process here. In the dialogue work process, you see what is meant by dialogue means. Dialogue work process is the first work process. It will take the request from the user to take the request from the user which are coming from the SAP GUI. Then it will process the request here. It will process the request. So here the status of the work process always should be wait status. So sometimes it's a running status also. Sometimes it's the sleep status also. Sometimes it's the stop status also. Wait, running, sleep, stop. So error, then hold status, then sometimes it's the private mode. So suppose wait means it's a free, waiting for the user request, means work process is free. So running means, so already work process is occupied with the other user. Already the work process is already occupied with the other user. That's why it's a running status. It's a running status, right? See here, already it's running means one user with a 0001 client, DDIC user. So something is already running. So it's reading the data from the database level. It's already reading the data here. That's why, so it's a reading. That's why the work process status is running. So waiting means these three work process, dialog work process are free to handle the user request. So these three are free to handle the user request. It's a free to handle the user request. That's why the work process status is the free. Free means it's a waiting status. It's a waiting status here. Okay. So that's why the status of the work process is waiting, running. Sometimes it will go to the sleep mode. Sleep mode means due to some issues, it will go to the sleep mode. It will go to the stop. It will error status. It will hold. It will private mode. So it will depends upon the situation. It will go to the respective mode. So suppose if you are in the meeting, your status is so in meeting. You are in the call, in call. You are in the free, it's available status. Your teams, right? So you are in the out of office, then out of office status, right? You are in the away, it's in the away status, right? So that's why you are in the even small in the teams, only it is saying that different type of statuses, right? So here, this is SAP system. So all the work process, so they have their respective status here. So those status are waiting, running, sleep, stop. Available waiting means it's a waiting for the user request. It's a waiting for the user request. It is waiting to take the user request. Waiting. So it means free. It's a free. Running means other than waiting any status, it's not the free. Some errors. It won't take it out. Right? So waiting means it's a very important. It's a free waiting for the user request. So which means number of users can log into the SAP systems, right? So that is the one thing here. So for the dialog work process related transaction codes are SM50. SM50 is the transaction code to check the local work process overview. So these all are the status of the work process here. Then SM66 is for the global work process overview. Global work process overview. So if you go to the SM50 is the transaction code SM50. Here you will see the work process status here. Normally in the MMC also we can see, but sometimes if you don't have MMC, where can you check the status of the work process? You cannot check, right? So that's why in MMC also we can check the work process table, the status and everything. Otherwise, So you have the access to the SAP. Then SAP level, we will see the status of the work process here. Status of the work process here. See here, still it is compiling mode. That's why it's taking some time. It's taking time to display the page. Normally, this should not take this much of time here. It should not take this much of time. So, but after Sgen is completed, so your system is very fast. Your system is very fast. Suppose like example, we have other system here. So just if I execute /n, n means, so here one more thing is, every time you don't need to go back to the home screen, just execute the transaction code here, right? Every time it's not required. Just if you are already in the other transaction code, you want to go to the another transaction code, just execute the in front of the every transaction code, just execute the /n sm50. Then immediately we'll jump into the other transaction code here, right? Other transaction code, you will jump into the other transaction code here. So see here all the work process status here. You can see the status of the work process here. Same whatever we have seen in the MMC, same here. It's a waiting. So that's why we are able to log in here. Dialog work processor, okay. But BTC, it's a stopped status. It's a locking mechanism. Something is happened in the BTC work process here. So that's why you see it's a very each program something is running here. Some errors in the our production system here, PCP production system here. The same time you can see here, our ECQ system, which we installed recently. So this is also here total 10 dialogues out of 10 free are two are free, means remaining 8 are so occupied, right? So a background 6, 5 are free, 1 is occupied. So here you can see the work process number, the type of the work process here. So the ID of the process ID of the each and every work process, the status here. So the status waiting, running. So the status hold. So here status here. So what is running means you have executed the Sgen load generator, you have executed, right? The load generator related programs, and who is the user? Is the user. That user is running in the system, right? So DDS user, you logged in, then with the 001 client, you are executing here. So that information is displayed here. That's why it's showing the so that's why it's already occupied here. This is the work process overview here. So here, if the dialog work process are free, the multiple users can log in. If not free, then no one cannot log into the SAP systems from SAP GUI. From GUI to here, no one cannot log in. Why? Because if the work process are not free, so it won't take, right? So here responsibility of the dialog work processor to take the user request and process the user request. So if the work processor not free means it's all are running status means, so who will take the request? So if I'm logging to the system means here, if I'm logging to the system means, so here the you are able to get the screen. You are getting the screen means here dialog work processor taking your screen. Dialog work processor helping you to log into the SAP system here. So that is the main thing here. If the dialogs are not there, then how can you log in here? You cannot log into the SAP system, right? So that is the main thing here. You cannot log into the SAP system here. So that is the one of the so dialog work process, the responsibility of the dialog work process here, right? Responsibility. So if you ask me, so father responsibility, same as like we will tell like he is the main person of the house. So something like that, we will tell some responsibilities about our father, right? Same as like if you ask me dialog work process responsibility is to take the user request and process the user request here. So The same time, we have SM66. SM66 is for the global work process overview. This is the local work process. This is the global. Global means if we have the multiple application servers. Now we have only one application server we have installed. So either you enter the local or global, it will show only one application server. ECQ04040404, right? Only that one displayed, either you know local and global. So sometimes what we will do, so we will go for the multiple, for production systems, we will go for the multiple application servers to handle the load, to handle the bulk user request, multiple user logins. We will go for the multiple application servers here. Suppose example, so this is the presentation layer where you guys are logging and where SAP GUI is there here. So this is the application layer, right? This is the application layer. This is the database layer. Initially, you have installed like this here. In the application layer, we have the ASCS instance. Then we have the application server instance here. Two instances, ASCS and application server. So here, the users will log into the here application server from SAP GUI. Through GUI, we are logging to the SAP screen here. So here, work process are there here in the application server. Application server, we have the dialog work process. It will take the user request. Then we can, once you log in, you can do the work, whatever you want, you can do here, right? Then after that, it will connect to the database. So normally application always connect to the database here, right? So to store the data and everything here. So this is the general architecture, normal architecture of the SAP. Is the first we install, right? Primary application server. This is the presentation layer, right? This is the DB layer. This is the DB layer. So presentation layer, this is application layer or primary application server. First we installed, that's why this is the primary application server. That's why PAS, primary application server. So each application server, every application server is common functionality, right? Work process are available. So in the ASCS, we have the message server and queue server, remaining 5 work process are available. So you are running for some days, but so after few days, your business is increasing. Only here you have the few work process which are unable to handle the workload. Unable to handle the workload. In this case, you need to, so in this case, you need to add the one more additional application servers. So that is possible in SAP. In case one application server is unable to handle the load, you can add the additional application servers. You can add the multiple additional application servers. You can handle it here. You can add it here. So this is called the additional application server. This is called the additional application server. We can install it. We can add it. So here we have the dialog work process BTC, remaining 5 work process, 5 work process, 5 work, same functionalities. These 3 are 5 functionalities here. So whenever you are logging to the here, what the message server will check, it will check which application server is available and having the less load. Then this will allocate the request to the either this one or this one or this one. Suddenly, if this is down, then remaining 2 are available. It will allocate the request to the remaining 2 app servers here. If this is down, this will allocate it. If you have only one, this is down, then users cannot log in. So that is the reason to avoid this type of users unavailable, not able to log in the production instances, high business customers, they will go for the multiple application servers. Means one application server, primary application server will be installed by default. By default, that will be installed. So after that, you want to go for the another application server. Why? Because suddenly the primary is down. If this is down, then how this load is very high on this application server. So any minute if it is down, then who will handle the load? Then that's the reason we have the one more additional application server we can add to your existing system, so that existing system we can add it, so that this message server, what we will do, it will route the request to the means parallelly, equally it will distribute the load to these two application servers. In case of this is down due to some issues, then it will assign the request to this application server. So like this, both will share the load. Load means user request, parallel user request to the application server. This is the, so that's why we have the multiple application servers concept here. So when you are in the multiple application servers, you don't need to log into the each and every application server and see the status of the work process. Just go to the SM66. SM50 is the individual application server, local. Only one application server related work process status it will show here. One application servers related the work process, it will show the data here, right? One application server related. So if you have the multiple if you have the multiple application servers, then SM66 will be helpful for all the instances. SM66 will give display the all the work process related status will be displayed. All means global. Global means all application servers related work process. Why? Because each application server, in this application we have the dialog, update, background, gateway, spool, right? Here also we have the same. Here also we have the same concept here. So that here also dialogues are there. Here also dialogues. Here also dialogues. Any request comes, so this application servers also will handle the multiple users. So that in this way, any number of users, any n number of users can log into the SAP system without any issues. That's why we have the application servers concept, multiple application servers concept here. So if we have the multiple application servers, you can use the SM66 to check the work process status. Now you can see all the work process waiting status. Previously, if you go to the SM50, so if you go to the SM50, in the SM50, you see previously only 2 are free. Now 9 are free. Nine work process are free. So means 1 is active. Out of 10, 9 free. 1 is active. 1 means which I am. Currently, I am logged into the system. I am doing the work, right? I'm executing something, right? That is the reason. So 1 is active here. 1 is active here. It is running status. Remaining all are free. Means the Sgen which we executed, that is completed. So that is the reason all work process are released. All the work process are released status now. Released means it's a waiting status. So number of persons can log
Sir.
into the systems. Yes.
Yeah, means you told like different application server means multiple application server we can use it if the load is more. Suppose if you go with like we have instance like what is like instance 01 to 002 99, right? The different instance also we can log in and we can have a work process. Is it possible? Like
So when you are installing the application server, each application server, there is a one separate instance number will be allocated. Suppose 04 we have given, 05 we have given to this one. Then it will take the 06, or you want to give the fancy number, you can give the 16, this number, instance number. Then this is the 17, 18, like that. So instance numbers we can allocate it. So if you want to log in individual, instead of logging to the, so instead of system should be allocate the require, you want to log into the individual application server. I don't want to log into the all these two. I want to log in only this application server. Yes, we can log in. So why? Because here, while doing the configuration here, you are whatever the instance number you are assigning. So that number you are assigning, only you will log into the that particular application server. So that's why each application server, it's a differentiated by the instance number. So if you want to log into the 04, you can log in. Then you have to configure the 04 in the SAP in the logon pad. If you want to log into the 16, then you need to change it to the 16. You need to change it to the 16 here. So then we can log in now. But so first of all, 16 should be available. So, but there is no 16. So that's why it's not reachable. It's not reached concept here.
Okay.
How,
Yeah,
how can we add that instance in that MMC?
Not the MMC. We have to add, we have to install the additional application server. We have to add the additional application server using the SWPM tool. So that is the one point here. We have to add. So add means we have to install it. When you install it, it will automatically, it will be added to the MMC. You just ignore the MMC concept. So just ignore the MMC concept. MMC is just for in the Windows based systems. MMC will be displayed to check the status of the your SIDs, your SAP systems. So that's it. You cannot do anything in just checking the status here, whether the system is up or not. Why? Because status checking is our responsibility. So tomorrow the load is high. You want to install the multiple application servers, then we can go for the SWPM. You don't need you don't need any other software. Just SWPM tool. Just to go to the SAP INST. So there is an option to install the additional application servers. So just we can install the additional application servers. So before we go for the installing the additional application servers, so let me check. Just to go to the here, it's very simple. Adding the additional application server using the SWPM tool only, we can install the new SAP system, or we can install the additional application servers also. Means additional application servers to the existing SAP system.
It's
sir, and
it's
also when we install, yeah, when we install the SAP application server default, the work process will be 19. I can see like configurable is 19. We can
19.
increase.
We
can
can
increase that.
Yeah, we can increase it also.
Okay.
There is a concept which will come in the upcoming. So in the future classes, so how to change the existing configurations. So that will come.
after adding the additional application server, which work processes it will be take in MNC? Like ఇప్పుడు ASCS, it is taking 2 work processes. Like additionally, which one it will take work processes?
Each application server. So ASCS is only one, DB only one, GUI is only one. Only additionally, this application server, this application server will be. So in this application server, what are the work processes are there in this application server?
5.
5, right? So the same 5 work processes are here, same 5 work processes are there. Same if you install the n number of, same 5 are available here, same 5 are available here, same 5 are available here, same 5 available here. If you install 100 in each and every application server, we have the dialog, update, background, so gateway, spool. These 5 are available in the each and every application server.
Okay, what the primary one is down, then it will take additional application server.
Yeah, if it is down or up, equally, this all equally distribute the load here. Hundreds of requests coming means only one application server will not handle here. All application server will equally distribute the load, equally take the load, and it will handle the all the user request and everything here. So in case one is down, others will handle the load. So these 2 use cases here. 2 use cases here. If it is the down, if it is the one is down, others will handle it. So if it is not down, then it will handle the load. It will handle the load. So hundreds of users are logged into the SAP system means, so one application server is handling, remaining all are just it's not, it will not watch. It is also hundreds of login means the first 2 users are in this request, next 2, next 2, next 2, next 2, next 2, next 2, round robin based. Then next 2, next 2, next 2, like this, it will take the round robin method. It will take the all the application servers will take the load. Why? Because each application servers we have the dialog work process are there. So it will all the application servers will take the user request, will handle it here. Here, if you go to the generic options, and the generic options. So it's a NetWeaver, right? NetWeaver. So SQL Server here installation. So here installation additional SAP instances. Normally for installation you are using the application server above you are installing, right? So here just additional application server instance here, additional application server instance here. Just if you click the additional application server, so that will be installed. So that will be added. That will be added. So that here this now you are installing the new one using the SWPM tool, either in this host or in the different host we can add it. So why for production the people will go more than one? So why? Because it is a production. In one application server is down in any case, in another will handle the load, then we can work on this application server. We have only one application server is there. If this is the down, then how the users will log in? They have the business impact, right? They have the business impact. So that's the reason. So normally every customer, they will go for more than one application server for production instances to handle the load. Why? Because production means it's a production. So multiple users will log in, they do their businesses here. So that's why we have the multiple users will log in and do the business here. So here just to go to the typical same concept here. Same concept, but here you don't need to provide the exports, no need to provide the all those things here. Just to go to the just to open the SWPM tool. So here in SM50 for Dialog Workprocess transaction codes are the 50 and 60. 50 is for only this application server related work process status, by work process status we can see. Even 66 means you have the hundreds of work process instances are there, hundreds in one screen we can see in a one glance. That is called the SM66. So you have the multiple application server related things we can see in the one screen. So that we can see it. That's why we have the SM66, 50, 66. Those are for the Dialog work process. So Dialog work process transaction codes are SM50, SM66. See here, it is asking the profile directory. It is already taken the profile directory. Just click on the next button. Then it will ask the instance number. What is the instance number for this application server? So which instance number you want to give? Why? Because while installing the this primary application servers we have, it is asked, right? Here also it is asking. Then password. So just we need to set the password for this instance also.
It will also take how much time for additional application?
It won't take much time. Why? Because it won't take the exports, it won't take the kernel, it won't it will check the profile, then it will take the one more input, then it will install it. It won't take much time. Within 30 minutes to 40 minutes, it will complete. Additional application server instance. We are adding to the EC2. We are adding to the EC2. So it won't take much time. Why? Because suppose this application server now unable to handle the load due to some hundreds of users. So now if this is down, how the users will log in, right? They can't log in. If this is down also, if you have the one more application server, then users can log in, right? If this is down also, users can log in. So that is the reason we have the additional application server concept introduced by the SAP here.
One dialog instance, how many servers can handle that?
How many?
How many users can handle?
One Dialog work process 5 to 10. in between 5 to 10 users will handle it. Maximum, yeah, 5 to 10 users can handle one dialog process. Yeah, it's taking that. No stage it, not required. It's already there. Yeah, it is asking the instance number 08, it's taken. Okay, so I have already, I'm giving the 08 only, default one. 4, 5, 7, 8 something already taken. So 08 I'm giving, it's taken already. Only instance number it's asked. Then passwords it's asked 2 inputs. Okay, it's done. See here, only 2 inputs it's asked, right? Just if I just click on the next button, then it will go and install add the new application server. It's very simple. See here, it's in the minutes, so it is going to be complete now. Here you will get the one more application server is called the SAP Windows 08. So like this 04, 05 and 08 you will get the one more application server. So like this it will add the one more application server here.
But we will have the process list of 5 types now.
Right. For each application server you will get the dialog, update, background, gateway, phone.
The 08 instance number it is taken by default, sir.
Where?
The credential what we have given the input instance number. 08.
I didn't understand what you are
No,
saying.
no, when we are installing,
Okay.
in that time instance number was there 08.
Yeah, we have given the instance number. Okay. We are given the
So
instance
that,
number,
that
right?
it will take by default.
By by default, it will take the next series 002 in the 99. So suppose how it does WPM will pick up the instance number 002 99. First, it will take the 00. But 00 is already occupied, then it will take the 01. It's already occupied, then it will take the 02. It's already occupied, then 03. Why? Because the 01, 02, 03, we already done the multiple SAP systems already there in the SA here. So that's why. So it's next series is free for the 08. So that's why it's asked to take the 08. Then so we have chosen the default one only, then given. If you don't want to 08, then we have to give the some other number or 18.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So here it is getting installed. New SAP application server is getting installed.
Ravindra, one more thing. While doing the execution of Sgen, you said that there will be a load generator, traceable load generator, right? Load generator on the particular application server.
Right.
In the system. So in such case, will the package will be loading from the database or from the
It will database level. It will compile the packages in the database level to SAP level. Database level to SAP level. It will compile all the programs and everything. Database level to SAP level. So it's in the database level. So that is the reason it's taking some time. That is the reason it's taking some time. So that is the reason it's taking some time. So that way what it will do, when you are executing the load generator, all the programs and everything will come into the in this screen buffers. So it will compile, basically,
Okay.
it will compile all the programs, screens, everything in the database, and here it will be compiled both.
Okay. And second question is that is there any chance of having a message server apart from ASCS? Like by default it comes with the ASCS, right? Message server and NQ server.
Right.
But is there any chance of having a one more message server on the application server?
No. Only
No need, right?
for each SID, so one ASCS, one DB only for each SID.
Yeah.
Each SID, each SAP system, each SID. So one ASCS for each SID. So
In one pass.
one DB, then multiple application servers.
Mm,
We can go for the one or more application like this, one or more application servers, multiple app server. Why? Because app servers are the main to handle the load. Why? Because Dialog Workprocess are there here. So here main app servers will handle the load. So like this, we can go for the multiple application servers. Minimum one, maximum you can go, depends upon the your server capacity.
No,
Sir,
no, no.
can
My
we
question is that
use
my
that
question
1
is
DB
that
for SIDs?
Right? Sorry.
Can we use that one single